Hey guys, what got you guys into music? What was the albums that you remember as a kid that got you into music? I'm going to show you two albums that got me really pumped up to get into like rock music, because you all know I'm a big rock fan, and there's two albums that really set it off for me. Well, the first album that really got me into getting into more of that aggressive metal type music would be Euthanasia by the band Megadeth, which, if you don't know, which is Dave Mustaine's band, is formerly the lead guitar player of Metallica, and he got kicked out for being a violent drunk. So he didn't clash with Metallica's party life. He basically was the drunk that was violent, and they were like, you're still a badass guitar player, but we're going to get rid of you and get Kirk Hammett. So here's what the actual album looks like, or a CD I should say. And as you can tell, it's a very, very old CD. I got it probably more than 10 years ago. So if you look on the back, it probably does have a little bit of scratches because, like I said, it's a little bit over 10 years old. And you have this little dude right here. And then let me show you the back of the CD. You have this little skull guy, and you have all the songs listed. Some of the best songs are Tout le Monde, which is a song that he does sing in French. Let's see what else is a great song. I think every song on this album is really great. Euthanasia, I Thought I Knew It All is a great song. This is really what you guys should be listening to if you want to get into really aggressive thrash metal. This is the pinnacle of what thrash metal is all about. And then you have right here the Hanging Babies. I'm not exactly sure what that is incorporating or what does it mean. Then you have little pictures in here with like the little bed, which is very creepy. But that's why I love the actual CDs, because you get artwork and you get band pictures that you normally wouldn't get on an MP3. So the next CD I'm going to be talking to you guys is about, which is Metallica's Master of Puppets. Probably one of the most iconic albums of all time in this style of music. It's very aggressive. It has songs such songs as Battery, Master of Puppets, The Thing That Should Not Be. My favorite song of all time would have to go to Welcome Home Sanitarium and Orion. And this is produced by Metallica and Michael Renger, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Like I said, it has the iconic crosses on the front of the album, and that's an iconic way of Metallica. They always have these crosses in their live performances. And if you're one of those new school Metallica fans who only listen to Metallica from like the Black Album till now, I would highly recommend you guys going out there and checking out Master of Puppets. It's some of the most aggressive music you can ever hear in your life. And Welcome Home Sanitarium is very melodic and just very passionate. It just starts out. I can't play any of the music, which I would love to play some of the music I put on the show so you guys can hear some of the music. But you can always go on YouTube and type in Master of Puppets album or Euthanasia from Megadeth, and you guys can compare the albums. They do sound similar in style because Dave Mustaine, like I said, is coming from Metallica. He was formerly the Metallica lead guitar player until shit got real and he got kicked out of the band. But you have the actual album right here that looks very old. So this album looks the same as Ride the Lightning, the way they created the album itself. And what I've always loved about this album, you can see Lars Ulrich, the drummer, playing in front of like a packed arena, like of 50,000 people. And you had a legendary bass player, Cliff Burton, which made some of the best bass lines of all time when it comes to bass recordings. And if you guys didn't know, Cliff Burton died in a bus accident in like 1984 on the Master of Puppets tour, which is a downfall because he's one of the guys that got me into playing bass, because he's just so much of a beast when it comes to the bass. And you got a lot of the lyrics. Not too many pictures unless you get to the back and you see them with Kirk Hammett drinking. You see Kirk Hammett there ripping on guitar. And you see the iconic flipping off of Cliff Burton, which is always a cool thing to see. Old school pictures with old school bands that keep it real. So with that being said, guys, those are two albums that are iconic to my my life. They're the two albums that really got me into music itself. I think it was either Master of Puppets, like I said, or Euthanasia was some of the two albums I picked up at the record store. I think they were just really great, and I think this album right here is the original album, or CD I should say, that I picked up in 1996, and I still have it to this day. And that's why you see the case is kind of cracked. It's because I've had it so long. But these are two of the most iconic metal rock albums of all time. If you guys want to listen to some really good metal music, I would highly recommend you guys checking these two albums out. Nothing gets better than Euthanasia and Master of Puppets. Like I said, some of the songs on Euthanasia that's badass is To Lamone, if I'm pronouncing it right. Blood of My Hero, Euthanasia, I Thought I Knew It All. And on Metallica's album, I would recommend checking out Battery, Master of Puppets, The Things That Should Not Be, Orion, and Welcome Home Sanitarium. So with that being said, guys, that's been another CD review of two sick-ass CDs that I really am passionate about. When people ask me what band should I check out or what CD should I listen to, those are some of the two albums that I'm like, dude, if you like really fast playing metal, those are two albums that you wouldn't be disappointed by. So with that being said, I'll hit you guys up in the next CD review. Thanks for watching, guys. Deuces.